Hello friends, I would like to introduce you today grinder, but I have it already for approx 2 months and I would like to share my experience with this grinder. Monday I decided because to change my older grinder, what was once a press GQ or something like this, for new one. I was a little bit annoyed of some stuff on this grinder, mostly way how to clean and set up this grinder, and for parts it was always quite tight and quite difficult, and as well these stones, they get already a little bit blurred, so they didn't grind properly like I expect. So I decide that I will change either for Commandantes or either for new grinder what I discovered, Etzinger. On the end I decided for Etzinger. Main reason was this, that Commandante, if you use for espresso, you need to invest more money by this red click, and but I saw review espresso they are equal to Etzinger if you will grind, but I think on Commandante it's a little bit slower. I decided not to show you how I was stopping this box and opening box and how exciting, but more like my experience, what I using already for 2 months every day for 2 or 3 filters, and a couple times I use it for espresso. What I found, this grinding is a little bit slower than on my Pro-C grinder once it press. But if you grind mainly for espresso, you'll see a little bit more difficult. But in my opinion, based on my experience, this coffee is more clean, more clarity, and these flavors, they're more a little bit more intensive. This grinder came just very simply in this box and only with 2 brushes. But it's enough, so I don't mean only, but I didn't find any case or any bag for carry of this grinder like maybe at others grinders. This box was very simple and it was only a small manual like this. Not too many videos on YouTube, but using of this grinder it's very easily. You just take out this handle. You can open this magnetic top when you put approximately 40, depending on beans, maybe as well 50 grams of beans, but usually around 40 maximum. And bottom part, after here it's a little bit dirty because I use it for morning coffee. And it's easy, you can start. If you want set up grinding, you can do very easily by this way. Usually I'm around 13-12 for filter coffee, or you can use bottom of this part and a little bit more detailed and more precise set up this grinding. If you're going to higher number, usually it's more finer. If you're going to lower number, yeah, it's more coarse. It's very easily. When you want open, you can just around this way and open. But I will be not show you because this one, it's one issue of this grinder. What I like, it's very hard to kind of like find this proper position but get together. It takes a little bit playing and time. Maybe later will easier when I will open many of times. But generally inside of this grinder I don't find too much leftover of these grinds, so you don't need to clean it often. The easiest way is once you finish grinding, just maybe use brush or just a little bit look on this grinder and you get out maximum. This grinder is specific against other grinder like Command and Test and all this grinder, manual or hand or electric on market, that it's not rounding this middle is stable, but it's rounding, don't know if it's possible to see, this side blue. And this one, it's meant that you have to grind opposite direction than you used to, but this one it's very easily to just use to. I set up a maximum number and I will show you some sample grinding. Something like middle. Same like on electric or other grinders, you have to go slowly to finer, not one chance, it's not enough. Something maybe more like AeroPress. I will try. Now it's much slower to grind. And it's very close to espresso. If I go to the end, probably I will get this result for espresso. Or maybe Turkish coffee. It will be hard to grind on this grinder, but it takes too long time to grind for Turkish coffee on this grinder. And this one is reserved for espresso. So this one are a sample of grindings. What I like on this grinder is that you can take or just put back handle, and when you put on shelf or on table, you don't catch and don't collapse this grinder on floor or whatever, and you can just leave it on shelf and does not bother you and or does not take too much space. Like with this, always you just catch somewhere and collapse on ground. As well that it's easy to use, open with magnetic, same button, you don't need something screw and setting like on other grinders. Only what I didn't like, it's this cleaning. Okay, it's easy to take out, but after it's more difficult get back this ring. Another one, when you're holding this grinder, it's enough for big hand, but it's quite slippy, so it's not too much comfortable. And for example, when I put, and it's already grinds here, and I might have sometimes bad hands when I'm doing, for example, warming cup or whatever with the dripper. This one, it's very slippy, so you might just miss and drop on floor or whatever. But this one, it's just practice. There are small details what they might bother, but it's not something too much important. Generally, I'm quite happy with this grinder and with these results, and I think my flavors in my coffee are generally this coffee a little bit updated, and I hope that I will keep for a long time and it will working fine. So thanks for watching this video. Hope that you enjoy it. They are my personal tips. Maybe after 1 year I will have different opinion, but this one is after 2 months, but it's quite short time. Thanks again and see you soon.